So far we've looked at shares, commodities and Forex, and today we're going to look at options. And with me again is Aussie Rob from Lifestyle Trader. Welcome, Aussie.
Great, glad to be here.
And options.
Yes, my favourite.
Fantastic. So what are options?
Well, options, Delmay, is a way of being able to trade, right, and attach an option to a trade. Right, so like trading shares as an example, right, to take out an option, it will give you the right but not the obligation to buy those shares at a certain price by a certain time.
So is that got a risk involved with that?
Yeah, big mouthful, isn't it? Yes. So it's funny how you talk about risks though, because options are actually designed to minimise risk, and yet most people out there think that options trading is very, very risky. See, they're really simple when you learn how to do them. There are only two options, which makes it nice and easy. Right, first we have calls, and then we have puts. If you think something is going to go up in value, you buy a call. If you think something is going to go down in value, you buy a put. Right, because when something goes down, the put increases. The put increases in value. So if we take our share trading,
when it goes down.
When it goes down, that's right. So where I said before about we attach it to something else that we trade, let's take our share trading. We were talking about that in an earlier episode. Right? If you buy some shares and they're trading at this level, and you buy a put here, if the shares go up, you make your money, right? And now that put is like your insurance. So that will just expire worthless. However, what about the flip side of that? Here's your shares, there's your put. If the shares go down in value, the put goes up in value, so you claim on your insurance to minimise your losses. They're one of the best kept secrets.
So how do you actually make money from doing that?
Well, what I taught then was about hedging or insuring them, and there's other things that we can do with them. Right? I've mentioned in an earlier episode something about renting shares, but we actually rent shares by using options. A little bit too detailed to get into here today, but in my training in that DVD that we've been discussing earlier, right, covers that on there, where you can rent your shares out and bring in a regular monthly income.
Okay. So that actually sounds rather complicated. When do you start to learn or actually do this?
Well, I really believe that people should learn this right from the word go. Right, get rid of the hard stuff to start off with and get educated on how to use them, because what's the point of putting your hard-earned money out in the marketplace and not be protected? Right? Two things we need to do with our trading. Firstly, we need to protect our position. Right? If something goes against us, we need to be able to claim in on that insurance. But then you also need to learn how to get a consistent monthly income out of them. So for me, I teach all of our students to learn options right from the word go, to make sure they are protected. That way then you can sleep at night, right, knowing that if there are adverse market changes in the market, right, you are protected.
So is there too much to learn at the beginning?
No, there's not, because we break it down into simple steps. If you try to learn a whole encyclopedia on day one, yes, that can be complicated. But if you just go step by step by step through your training, it is very simple. That's why we've been able to have thousands of people around the world become successful traders.
So if you want to learn how to trade options or any of the other things that we've spoken about in the previous sessions, go to lifestyletrader.com.au and pick up your free DVD. Thanks again, Aussie.
It's been great being here.
Thank you.